If you honor the sound of my voice, for those of you who are live on social media, please, I welcome you all. I'm coming with a different energy this time around because I am not here to motivate you this time around. Just in 1 minute, connect yourself to this moment and see yourself in a greater level. See yourself in a different level, actually, because you would in one moment you will see me when I was much younger, and then another moment you will see me. So I'm sure that you saw a picture that, if you can see me now, then there's hope for you. Then there is definitely hope for you. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. There is definitely hope for you. So I pray for you that whatsoever is limiting you, in the name of Jesus, leave you now. Yeah, you will collect yourself by force from whatsoever is limiting you, whatsoever is restricting you from moving on. So can we have a very nice picture of myself? While, please, when you see this picture, don't laugh. Ensure that you take it in hook, line, and sinker. Okay, so we actually talking about, I gave a tag and I said why I regretted becoming a pianist in deeper life. Actually, that's not the main thing, right? I just want to use this opportunity to charge you so that you can build courage to, get rid of every form of fear, all right? So let's have the picture online. I believe that you can see the picture now, right? Please do not smile. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that may be really blur for you. So that's me a couple of years ago, right? That's very funny, right? So that's our house. Yeah, that's where we stay. That's our parlor. You can see that place where you see light coming out from. That's the parlor. Very, very beautiful place. Now listen to me. That's a charge for you, that you can't remain where you are. You dare not. You dare not remain where you are. Can you show my face again? Let them see how annoying. How annoyed I am. You can't remain where you are. You shouldn't remain where you are. Look at yourself. Yeah, you may be in this position today, but tomorrow, things should change. You should be intentional about making certain progress. See, it will cost you, friends. It will cost you a lot of things that you may hold dear to you unknowingly. They are actually limiting factor for you. All right. You see that picture there? That speaks volume for me. Each time I go through my pages or I go through my gallery to view up some of these pictures, I begin to see God's faithfulness alongside intentionality. Putting in serious work, because I know that I must make progress. I must get to the next level. You can't remain where you are. See, I'm not here to just speak to you, but I want to share live experiences with you. I've been talking all the while. Every of my speech would be backed up with evidences, right? See, I grew up in a very wonderful. Some of you would say that, and because there's no money, you have different reasons that I would tell you for free that they are not genuine. When I mean they are not genuine, they are not valid enough for you to come and tell someone outside, this is why I am not making progress. This is why I'm not succeeding. Can you keep quiet for 1 second and rethink before you say that thing out? See, if you're not careful, I have said I've dealt with different kind of students, and I've seen students that when they give excuse, if you are not intuitive enough, if you are not well taught, you would accept that excuse because they are logically genuine. But if you look deeply, look inward, read in between lines, you will understand that this is just an excuse for failure. Yeah. So I don't want to drift off the line. What we are talking about now is how you can build courage by casting out fear, by kicking out fear. When I mean kick, you're not pushing it out. You're not saying go. You're not instructing that fear out. You are kicking it out. Whether you want to stay or you are begging to stay, I am deliberately, intentionally kicking you out. You don't understand how painful it is when people come to give me certain excuses and say, I can't do this. I'm just afraid. I think I'm nervous. I think this, I think that. And I look back in time and I'm like, this is how I used to be. Listen to me. Sometimes we pass through certain challenges. Sometimes we experience certain things in life, not because we just needed to experience them. But listen to me. They are supposed to be track records for you so that when others who are coming behind you can learn from it. I am not telling you this because you need to start finding someone who has gone ahead of you to avoid mistakes, to avoid errors. Listen, you can't avoid errors. You can only limit them. You can only reduce them, because definitely you will still make mistakes. You need to learn the hard way sometimes. Because when the road looks too smooth for you, when everything is going too smoothly for you, you've got to take a chill pill before making the next move. All right? Now, I would remember those times that my name, oh my goodness, I have a lot of things that, as I would be mentioning them, just pick what is yours. As you are picking what is yours, go back to your mind, go back to your heart, and pull it out. Somebody said something, someone said that it's just between mind and matters. Can you just say that if I don't mind, it doesn't matter? See, look deeply. Let me tell you a story that concerns me. A couple of years ago when I was in secondary school, my friends would be like, Joseph, there are a lot of things because of how I grew up, because there was no money, because there was no this, because I couldn't afford what I want, because my parents were rich, they tried their best. All right? But things just happened. And it just affected me. There are so many reasons why a lot of students, a lot of you who are adults still have low self-esteem. Just feel like this person is better than I am. Can I tell you again, like I told you yesterday, no matter how much someone is better than you, there is still a certain percentage of uniqueness that you possess that will drag them closer to you. Business-wise, we call it USP, unique selling point. We're all selling the same product, but there's something that brings my customer to me. There's something that keeps my customer with me. You don't understand me. Listen up. A couple of years ago, my friends will be like, Joseph, look at your, we're very, very funny. So, can you see the way I pull my ear? So my ear was like this. I don't even know how it changed like this. So, fine boys will be looking at that and say, look at this one. Your ear is like monkey ear. And and all. So, every time I had my bed, before I leave the house, there's one mirror we were managing to check ourselves before going to anywhere. So I will check. I'll be like, my ear is just like this. So I will try to press it. I press and press. When I get to school, there's one guy, his name is Mustafa Ridwan. If you're on Facebook, I'm showing my anger. So why did you do this to me when I was in secondary school? So I'll be like, he would just come and say, yeah, sis, yeah. Like there was just see, yeah. I would start feeling bad. I'll be like, oh God, why didn't there was a way we discussed. Your mommy didn't take care of you very well. When you were small, they would have pressed your ear. It would have been balanced. So I will be trying to do it myself so that I don't look odd. I had different. Sometimes they would say that, oh, my butt, my nyash, she did me, yes. They say I have big. So I'll try as much as possible. So my walking steps started changing because I don't want my butt to be shaking while I'm walking because I'm not a gear. As at that time, when I was in secondary school, I faced a lot that was valid enough to keep me to the ground because it did at those times. But you know what? One day I realized and I'm like, Joseph, you've got to wake up. Joseph, everything you have now is not a limiting factor but an advantage for you. Can you in 1 minute look at yourself and say to yourself, everything I possess is not a limiting factor but an advantage to me. I leverage on this advantage for the next level. I leverage on this advantage to fly. I leverage on this advantage because there is a speed on my feet and I cannot stop running because until I get to that destination, I won't stop. And you know what? I looked deeply. I said, who am I? I began to, I started investigating Akinwoliola Joseph. You know, sometimes, some years back, also when I was in secondary school, my name was another issue. See, as I'm mentioning these things, some of these things are what happen to limit you. I mean, they affect your courage. But by casting out those fears, you build courage. By casting out those low self-esteem, you build courage, you build confidence. You are now understanding who you are. There is a uniqueness you now understand. Until you find out what unique value you have, what is so much unique about you, you will still be losing courage. You still be doubting yourself. When you say A, you go and check, how is A written? Am I writing the right or I'm just drawing ladder? You don't get what I'm saying. So, some years back then, my name was also an issue. I had classmates that had fantastic names. I will mention their names, and I hope they are on Facebook so I can tag them as well. I had Johnson Humphrey, Joseph John, Emmanuel Timothy. They were fine names. But you know what? When I want to mention my name, when they ask me, so what's your name? I will say Joseph. Because I felt that was the only sweetest, that's the sweetest part I can mention. You see, funny enough then, my surname and my middle name were powerful. But they were not the English name, so I couldn't tell people my name. What's your surname? So by chance they found my surname to be Akinwoliola. Hey, it sounded like Akin, so they started making jest of me. Then they found out that my middle name was still Akinpelola. Oh my goodness, the humiliation was so much. I couldn't speak up. I mean, these are things that affect so many persons until you realize who you are. Oh my goodness. One day I sat back and I'm like, what does this thing mean? Then I started making research. So I found out that Akinwoliola means a strong man entering into the house of wealth. Akinpelola means a strong man remaining in the house of wealth. And when I got to study who Joseph was, what Joseph really means, oh my goodness, check the trajectory. You understand that Joseph also means that a strong man, because it's only a strong man that could withstand all of those tests and still eventually became the prime minister. The three names mean the same thing. My brothers and sisters, my followers online, the day I realized, I became proud of that name. And I am like, what's your name? My name is Akinwoliola. When somebody wants to laugh, I'll be like, it's like you don't know the level at which I'm operating. You don't know what I carry. That's why you are, you know, my wife said something when we got married. Then she wanted to introduce herself before some panelists, all right? Then she said, her name is Uzezi Akinwoliola. And then she said, for short, you say Uzezi Woliola. She understood the meaning. If you don't understand yourself, the person coming to be with you as a partner cannot fit in. Two of you, who should become one, you will, oh my goodness, let's not be negative, but can you quickly identify yourself? Identify yourself in different manner. Identify yourself in different ways and fire on intentionally. You know what? One day, I also sat back because one of the things that got me so worried was because I never had clothes to wear. I see my classmates would wear nice shoes. They would wear nice shirts. You know, on our party day. I mean, it's always really a time that I most likely would not want to attend party because I'll be like, mommy, this and you know what? The kind of my mom is not on Facebook, but my brothers and sisters are on Facebook. They will see it. They will laugh. So the kind of shirt, because I'm sure they can relate, the kind of clothes they buy for us then, you grow into the clothes. They don't buy clothes 2 times. So when you wear it, you wear the shirt and you know, did you see that last picture? That last picture, please, can you project that picture again for me? Hey, thank you very much. This is even better because I had to later, this was when I was in SS3 thereabout, or SS2, yeah, if I'm right. Look at this tie. This tie is called the long suffering tie. Long sacrifice. And then the shirt is called the Set the Captive Free shirt. So when you wear it, you don't dare slim fit that shirt. The trouser, oh my goodness. When you take one step, breeze will blow and say, I'm with you always. Those are the kinds of clothes you wear. And when it's time for, so what is fitted? You wear clothes that will show holiness. Wear clothes that will prove righteousness. And then we will be walking. So when I wear the clothes, I will see my mom will say, "Ma worry, ma, you will grow into it." Then our shoe. Our shoes, when they buy the shoe, see, we don't buy shoe. You dare not buy a shoe that is tight, because you are still going to wear the shoe for the next 3-4 years. So you buy the shoe, and then the so-called shoe pad. If there's no shoe pad, we get a very large chunk of toilet roll, and we put it in, and then you short in size, yeah. Short in feet. Say, yes, mommy, and you go out to the party. So imagine all of those things. And when I get there, I see this one bringing, say, this one is the latest something shoe. That one is so they had names. They had names. I mean, I'm like, that alone was enough to keep me down, but I refused. I managed, actually, because the pressure was so much. I had friends. I'm going to still talk about how you can manage pressure. It's going to be another discussion for another day. You know what? I was growing, and one day I was like, there must be a change. There must be a transformation. So one day, I went to the mirror and I looked at myself. I wore one polo. The polo was faded, but I looked at the mirror and I saw this guy that the classmates used to say that his ear is like this. And everything. So all of those abuse never made sense. I saw that I put on this polo and it looked so nice on me. I put another one. I thought I was joking because, see, remember I told you that we had one small mirror that we were managing. It only used to show my face then. But I didn't know how I came across. I wore the clothes and I can't really remember, but it dawned on me that, man, you're handsome. Maybe that's why my wife found me on time. Somebody said, Glory, may your wife find you on time. So, I wore the clothes and it looked good. Ever since then, I realized that whatever I wear looks good on me. And I began to walk in that reality. This is not imagination. Can you leave imagination and travel straight into reality? You don't need a passport to get into reality. I said the other day that the only nation you can travel to is without visa is imagination. But can I tell you again? There is a reality you can walk into. You've got into imagination. Come on, can you come into reality? I came into reality and I saw things and I know I've got to walk in this reality. I've seen this. See, the day I found it, I never let it go. Can you find yours? Can you find your uniqueness and never let it go? I found it, I held on to it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, we are not going to stop. I'm going to ride on this chariot. And I picked the chariot and I was riding on it. And I was like, this is how far? I'm going to keep moving. And it led me. Sometimes you need to understand that networks, that you want to network, I want to meet with people, I want to do this. Oh my goodness. You've got to build it. It's all around courage. It's all around, this fear that we are trying to cast out, because it will limit you if care is not taken. There's a picture I'm going to upload. I'm going to show to you now. It's a picture of my first time meeting with Dr. Ayodele Oguson. And I want to say a shout out to one powerful man. And that man is no other person than Bro Taiwo Ajishafe. Can you show that thing for me? Let me see. Bro Taiwo Ajishafe is, I don't understand him. He's somebody that is unique, is selfless, is intentional. He has helped a lot of young people like me. You know what? This man, you may not see what I'm showing you, but I'm sure you have seen it on the screen, on your screen, right? This man did something for me. It was like, Joseph, you can do this. Just meet it. I tried building the courage. I was like, I don't have what it takes to meet him. It was like, don't worry, just come. So I managed, out of all I've been able to build, that you are handsome, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you're well, you are this. I managed, and I'm like, no, you can meet this person. So I stood up and I went to meet him. And he was able to introduce me to him. Oh, this is this person and all of that. And you know what? Sometimes you may be restricting yourself because of fear. And you see, that may be your breakthrough in life. That may be the next opportunity for the next level. If you see the next picture I'm going to upload, all right, before we don't upload yet, right? I met this wonderful and amazing Dr. Ayo in 2021, precisely, 2021. And ever since then, this picture I'm going to show you now is 2025 latest picture. And it speaks volume that this is what has turned into that. Can you display that picture in 1 minute? Very, very amazing. You see, the closeness has increased. See, if you don't get to find yourself early, if you don't get to build that courage, you can't die. Just leave that picture there for some moments. You can't die if you stand up to take that next step. So long as you are not doing something bad, you won't die. Highest, you'll be rejected. But you know what? Even when you are rejected, don't stop trying. If you stop trying, you are a coward. If you stop trying, you are a coward. A very big one, capital letter coward. Can somebody type that in the comment section and say, if I stop trying, I'm a coward. Let it be a motivation for you. Let it keep pushing you for the next level. And that was how all of that happened. And a lot of transformation has happened, and it's just, you're going to see a picture of myself with a woman in China. That was this same person that I met 5 years ago who helped me secure. I can't count countless opportunities I've gotten. I can't count countless opportunities I've gotten. Networking. See, even while I got this picture you are seeing on the screen, displaying on the screen, when I got to China and, the guy has built courage. Nobody can intimidate. In fact, while I was on the plane moving, I already spoke with my wife. Then we're not married. I said, see, this is what we're going to leverage on this opportunity. No intimidation. You are unique. You are this. And we moved with the same energy. Can you find somebody? Listen to me. I'm not saying you can find a wife. But can you find somebody who can be an energy booster for you, who can be a charge for you? That when he says we are doing this, or you are saying we are doing it together, not somebody that will say, are you going to be the only first person to do it? Can you just calm down? If I find that person with me, I can punch the foolishness out of you. I can punch that limiting factor out of you so that you can get a sense. Find someone that has similar energy. That when you say, let's go this way, the person said, I'm putting this, and everybody is running with that. When we got to China, oh my goodness, we were like celebrating there, because it was like these guys came with a different energy entirely. You could take off the picture. And that's what it means when you can work on yourself deliberately. See, if you don't work on yourself, opportunities will pass you by. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. I've told you this countless times. Until you are prepared, you can never be lucky, because opportunity will meet you unprepared all the time. Can you wake up and keep building yourself? If it's gonna cost you reading books, read books. I can count countless number of books I read in my growing up, because I was very intentional about building. I read more of John C. Maxwell books. That's John Charles Maxwell. I read more of his book, 101 Principles of Leadership. I'm not recommending books to you, but find books that will elevate your mentality, that will change your focus, that will help you redirect your focus and make you start walking in the right direction. Come on, can you rise up? Come on, can you wake up to the next level and kick out fear intentionally? Don't give chance to fear. Don't give chance to mediocrity and say, maybe that's how God would want it to be. Some of you will even give foolish excuses. You say, if God really wants me to meet this person, then this should happen. That's the language, the statement of a lazy man, the statement of a foolish man. Rise up and take that step. Let them decline you that offer first. Don't be seated. Can you stop that nonsense attitude of spiritualizing things? You have not done anything and you're like, let's wait and see what God will do. Don't do something now. So please, I beg you, can you be intentional? Networking, nobody can stop you. Nobody can kill you. In fact, people are willing to meet people. They are willing to network. People at the higher level are willing to embrace those who are lower so they can rise, because they understand that we rise by lifting others. I beg you this day, please be intentional, and God will help you so much in the name of Jesus. Can somebody say amen? All right. So as I round off, a time will come that you will be able to inspire younger generation. My question is, what do you have to tell them? What information do you have to give out? Can you build that courage? Can you be intentional about it? Now, today I've become mentor because somebody intentionally worked on me. Because people intentionally work. I wasn't satisfied with my current level. Some of you are just there and you're just like, oh, let me look at yourself. Can you rise? Can you wake up? Can you not give excuse? Can you not remain in the position you are? You could remove it. Can you not be in a particular position for too long? Even the Bible speaks volume. He said, God told the children of Israel specifically, thou hast compassed this city for too long. Turn ye not. For some of you are just so complacent. You're just okay with what. You're just like, okay, if God wills, is that a question? Is that a conclusion? Can you be intentional? Can you rise? Can you say, no, I must do something. I must be intentional about my progress. I know that somebody was expecting to, hear the story of how, I got so much. I regretted becoming a pianist in deeper life. But can I tell you something I didn't regret? It's just a prank. It's a prank. I didn't regret becoming a pianist. These are stages. Every stage matters in every young person's life. So I want to encourage you today, adults. It's not too late. Young people, don't give up. If you have not started, start. If you have started, don't give up. Can I give you one advice? If you feel like giving up, then give up. Maybe that would solve your situation. Can I tell you something? It will only worsen it. Don't give up. Thank you, and God bless you.